present horns. On your home turf. And so without further ado, let's get started.
People, I was in the Air Force for, oh my gosh, almost 40 years. And you meet people, you know, you recognize them, become good friends.
My little cousin Mickey. I was in the U.S. Marine Corps. I was Corporal Gutierrez at the time. I was an Abrams tank crew member during the Iraqi War, 2003, and the government gave me a trip all the way to Baghdad, and that's my story.
As an aide, I spent 13 months in Vietnam, came back and went to college. Thank you very much.
Norton, and I was in the United States Air Force. I was able to serve my country for 5 years on active duty, and I was stationed in stateside, and then also was lucky enough to go overseas and was stationed in Japan, Misawa, Japan, North Mainland Japan. And then I also got the pleasure to be stationed in Hawaii, where I also graduated from college on active duty. So I'm really grateful for my service and the experience and where it has brought my family and I in our lives. Thank you so much.
Yes, so I'm in the Coast Guard. I'm Commander Matt Kroll. I'm Savannah's dad. And if you remember Preston from last year, the difference with the Coast Guard is we are in a different department and we have a slightly different mission. We've been stationed really all over the country, but I get like really cool spots like Cape Cod, Florida, San Diego, San Francisco, anywhere there's a coast, where there's people that are on the water that need saving. I flew helicopters for a while, and it was probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever done was to pull someone out of the water who's been, you know, struggling to swim for about 2 or 3 hours, and to just watch the relief on their face has just been probably the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life. So.
My name is Jeremy Vanderhall. This is my daughter Noah. She's in first grade. I'm still in the Air Force. I got to fly a lot of different airplanes. I flew F-16s, I flew F-15s, which are fighter jets, and I also got to fly some unmanned airplanes, so flying some remote control airplanes. The most important place that I ended up was back here in California, where I met Noah's mommy, and now because of them, because of the Air Force bringing me back here, that's why Noah exists today. And one of the cool things that I liked about the Air Force is, you know, you guys all are going through school together, so you all experience and have that common bond. So when you meet 20 years from now, you'll say, "Oh, I remember when we were at Silver Spur together." And the same kind of thing happened with me and all my friends when we did all sorts of exercises and training and when we were in combat together. And when we meet 10, 20, 30 years later, we always remember, and we have that very close bond and relationship that we'll never ever forget, just like you guys will never ever forget some of your classmates here. So it was really special for me in that way. Thank you.
So I'm in the Air Force, active duty, still going, but I actually work with the Space Force. So we help put satellites in orbit, and it's pretty new and exciting, and it's something, like the Colonel said, for everybody here to think about when they grow up, whether you want to be in the military. So it's a rewarding experience. Brought me to Dara's mom and our family, and just had a great experience. So, thank you.
Hi, I'm Bill Norton. I'm Ruby and Olivia's dad, and also married to Senior Airman Norton, sitting over there with Ruby on her lap. We were stationed together out in Arizona. It's where we met, and we have 2 beautiful children because of it. Similar to what the Lieutenant Colonel said, you get together years later with your friends, and you always have that bond, and it continues through your entire life. So, Colonel Dildy, what he had said, serving your country is a great honor, and I encourage all of you to look into it when you're in high school and wondering what you're going to do with your lives. It's a really good opportunity for growth.
Thank you.
Hey guys, my name is Paul Say. I'm Teddy's dad here. I'm the sole representative, I think, for the U.S. Army, which is another branch service. I'm also Mayor Pro Temp of Rancho Palos Verdes, so I'm currently serving you guys. And what I wanted to tell you guys, the very important part is public service is something so important for everyone here, and I want you guys to remember it, because going into public service, serving others, serving your friends and your family is something that's very near and dear to me, and it's something that you guys should try to commit yourself to as well, because serving others, you can't buy that with money. And making sure that you take care of your family, your friends, and your neighbors and your community is something that's very important for all of us in the community, to make sure that we grow together and we go to a place that eventually, without chaos, especially now in this government, we want to make sure that we get to a place where it's calm and safe and protected. So make sure you think about the veterans. So if we can please, once again, I think I'll be the last speaker, if we can just give a round of applause to all the veterans here, that'd be great. Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today, and thank you guys for recognizing all the veterans today.